What's going on, family? I just got back from a practice session. Bill Duda, also known as Go Fast, Don't Suck. If you've seen some of his funny memes online, he's a master level shooter. So he was practicing and allowed some other shooters to come out and get some work in with him. So one of the things that they were discussing in one of the groups was this stage here, which was from the last match. So trying to figure out whether it was better to engage targets from the port here like I did, or some of the other shooters immediately went left and then started shooting targets. So what happened for them is when they got back around the middle here, they ended up going into the port, and then as they're moving by, kind of taking those two pieces of paper over there. To me, that actually does make more sense. One, you can shoot those pieces on the move. Two, that other piece in the corner, you're closer to it, and you can engage that while you're moving too, so you're not spending as much time standing still. So you really turn the stage into two static positions, and then one where you're kind of just rolling through. I actually like that a lot better. So we did that first, just shooting it different ways to see kind of what works best. We did shoot from the port first, and then we shot going left first. Nobody went right, well, except for a PCC shooter. But nobody with a pistol went right first, mainly because as a right-handed shooter, moving left and doing a reload can be problematic. You have to be really careful not to break 180. Also, that first part, if you go right first, when you move left, you're also going left and uprange and reloading. So there's a lot going on if you're right-handed and you go to your right first. So pretty much everyone went left, even if they shot from the port first. When we were done with that, we went on to another stage that was kind of similar. We took out a couple of targets, put a wall down, and then put some steel up. So the goal here was to shoot everything on the move. So no matter what it was, as soon as you draw, you're supposed to start backing up. The first one, I didn't take any steps on the paper, but I was supposed to. So you're shooting everything on the move, the paper to your left on the move, off the draw, and then the two pieces of steel as you're backing up. Work your way to the middle position where the port used to be. The wall is on the ground now, and if you can see it there to my right. You'll take those two pieces of cardboard there while moving, and then around the corner, two pieces or a piece of paper, and then two pieces of steel. One of the things that I was trying to work on was to keep my gun up the entire time. I did make a mistake on this one right here. I don't know if you can see, but my left hand comes off the gun, which it didn't need to do. So I'm still kind of in track mode where I want to move, and that means run, which means you need to pump your arms. But in some cases, if you're only taking a few steps really short to the next position, then you don't need to do that. Keep your grip, keep your gun up, and that way you're ready to fire as soon as you get to position. So I corrected that after some coaching between I don't know if it was Bill or if it was Michael. One of them let me know that my gun should have been up and I should have kept my grip. I think it was Bill. So we ran this in both right to left and left to right. It's a mirror image. No reloads here, just really working on moving the entire time and shooting the entire time. Of course, steel was laughing at me. One of them, I shot, instead of the two pieces, I shot one piece of steel twice. So steel haunts my soul still. But it was a good day. Worked on some movement, some target transitions with those short pieces of steel. And we did stop before this stage started, and we only shot the steel just from the holsters to see how fast you could go 1-2 on each piece of the steel. So that was interesting just to see how fast you could pull the trigger with that short transition. And then even as we were shooting, it's limited round count. So really you're only supposed to shoot 2 on the paper, 1 at each steel. If you miss, you miss. But it's so hard to leave that steel standing if you miss. So there was a lot of us that were taking some extra shots that we weren't supposed to. But either way, it was a good day. We got to work on some movement, some target transitions, keeping your gun up. Reloading really quick, because on the first stage there was a mandatory reload, just in one spot. And then stage plans, which is one of the areas that I have a lot of work to do, is figuring out what's the most efficient way for me to shoot a stage. But either way, if you have any questions, let me know.